Hello guys, welcome back to Fat Rock Cubes, and today we are going to be comparing some Megaminxes together. So we have the YuHu Megaminx, we have the DaYan Megaminx, and the GAN MAglev UV coated Megaminx. We have three different price ranges. We have about $12, $30 to $40, and $60 to $70. So we're going to go through these. We're going to compare and contrast the features, see which ones we like, and which one I think is the best. But before we get into the comparison, if you're liking the content I've been putting out, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I appreciate it more than you know as we try to keep growing further and further. Help us reach our next goal of 1,000 subs. Anyways, let's get into these Megaminxes. So I'm going to start here with the YuHu Megaminx. This is the cheapest one of the bunch, and I think it's okay. I know that I'm pretty sure the world record's actually set on this Megaminx. I see a lot of high-level solvers using it, so you know it's got to be good, right? One thing that I think is different and interesting about this is the star shape and the circle and the way that the grip is set up, and I actually like it. I feel like this one I grip the best. The only issue I have with mine is, for some reason, this gray side, no matter what I do to it, is tight, and I don't know why. So if you guys actually have any ideas on how to make that better in the comments, I'd really appreciate that. But it is magnetic. It turns pretty good. Turning's pretty smooth. It's got some good corner cutting for a $12 Megaminx. It is definitely up there, obviously. So like I said, especially since it's used by some world-class solvers for sure. And I would probably consider it my main if this gray side wasn't so tight. The tan side was like that too, but I was able to loosen up the tan side. But this gray side, I cannot for the life of me figure out how to make it looser. And so for me, that is a hell of a downside, and it is what it is. But it's a very good puzzle, and I think if you're looking for a Megaminx, you're not the best at Megaminx, you want to get better at Megaminx, this is a very nice budget option that is capable of producing world-class results. So good on YJ for this Megaminx. The only downside I think that one could probably have about it is if you're not a fan of the grip. But if you like the grip or you don't mind the grip, this is a very good option for you, especially if you're not trying to break the bank. Next, we'll move on to the DaYan Megaminx. This is the smaller version. They do make a bigger version. I don't know if it's kind of hard to tell, but you can kind of see if it is smaller by a few millimeters on each side, I think I would say. I am a huge fan of this Megaminx. It is magnetic. This one's interesting. So it has ridges on the edges, which you can probably see, but it's also got sides that are concave, which I might have a hard time showing, but you might be able to kind of see it. So it's got those two forms of grip, and so the grip's actually not bad on it. I think I probably would have ordered the larger version if I would have known how I felt about the size before I got it, but it's a pretty good Megaminx. I think it definitely can compete with the other two. Not really too many qualms about this. I think it's a great puzzle. I think, you know, for a good medium range price, it's pretty good. Got good corner cutting. So that's always a bonus. And yeah, I don't know if I've seen anybody like world-class solve on this, but it is a pretty good Megaminx for sure. I would say it's definitely comparable to the YuHu and the GAN, which we're going to get to next. This is the GAN MAglev UV coated Megaminx. Now, this is the most expensive Megaminx that we have. I think it's probably, aside from maybe a special edition or something out there, it is the most expensive Megaminx you can buy. And yeah, it's up there. But it's good. It's really, really good. You can see the magnets in there. So it's definitely a magnet. I mean, Maglev tells you it's magnetic already, but the puzzle turns really great. For grip, it has concave corners, which I like. This is my main Megaminx at the moment. A close second, or I mean, the YuHu's a close second for my main, but I'm definitely a big fan of the GAN Megaminx. Not to mention at the price point that it's at, you might as well use it as your main if you have it. So yeah, I mean, and the UV coating definitely really helps with grip as well, which is not something that the other two have, but that is something that you have to obviously pay a higher price to have. I do like the black So a regular Megaminx generally has gray instead of black. I'm a big fan of the black, which something I forgot to mention about the DaYan Megaminx. It does come with a set of replacement parts if you would like to swap your gray out for black. So that is a bonus feature to the DaYan Megaminx that you don't get with the YuHu. And then you don't get the gray for this. So those are some notables. But this Megaminx is really good. Corner cutting, pretty solid. I personally don't solve fast enough to need corner cutting on a Megaminx, but it's pretty good. You know, back when I first started cubing, 10 years ago before my hiatus, we didn't have anything like this. This wasn't even something you could think of having. So, yeah, this is phenomenal. But it's expensive, and that is why most people choose different Megaminxes. If I had to rank these based off performance to price, I'm going to put this as an S tier, this as an A tier, and I'm going to put the DaYan at a B tier. Nothing below B out of these three Megaminxes, but these are like the top three Megaminxes. I feel like these are the top three that I see. This one I'm pretty sure is the world record holding one, but they're all very good. They all offer something different for you, and they all are at different budget levels, so that is nice. I think some people could argue my price to performance rating on this guy and where I rank it tier wise, but for me, this tight layer that I can't figure out is what's really dragging it down for me. And I don't know if that's like I just got a defective puzzle or if I'm doing something wrong or what, but it's the only layer that's like that, so I'm not a fan of that. But I am a fan of everything else the puzzle has to offer. But yeah, so what I would like to do now is I want to go through and I want to get a solve on each of these, and then we'll end it there. Before we get into the solves, I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I want you to let me know what you guys use for your main Megaminx down below in the comments, and maybe what you average. And again, if you know how to make this gray side not tight, please let me know. That would probably change some of my opinions on this puzzle. But yeah, so let's get into some solves, and I'm not the fastest, so feel free to skip them, and I'll put time codes, so if you're interested in seeing one and how the one specific Megaminx turns, you can. But after that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.